One, first and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shati from the Chicago camp, coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And I just so happened to find this on the old interweb. And this is on Davu 7's channel. It's talking about cotton and soybean crops ruined. 175,000 acres of farmland destroyed in Tennessee. Hey, man, the Most High ain't playing. Because what happened last week, you had Ohio. And then the week before that, you had Mississippi. And then the week before that, it was something else. And they believe the week before that, it was the entire Midwest region. Granted, they've been getting hit a lot, but certain places within that region got hit twice. Hey, man, this is a beautiful thing. If you all can't see that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai ain't working, then I don't know what is. And so before we get this video started, this is going to be kind of raw and organic. I just so happened to see the video. And I would get 2nd Ezra 6 and 17, and it says, "And it happened that when I had heard it, I stood up upon my feet and hearkened, and behold, there was a sound that spake, and the sound of it was like the sound of many waters. And it said, Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth, and will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness and with the affliction of Zion, when the affliction," and it says, "and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled." Okay, and this is that time right now where the Most High is visiting the earth. Why? Because this is the end of bad Uncle Esau's reign. As it says in, it's also in Ezra where it says Esau is the end of the world. Yeah, well, it's in the same, okay. 2nd Ezra 6 and 8, it says, "And he came unto me from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." All right? And the reason why we know that this is the end of Esau is because all these end time prophecies are taking place. All right, such things as the mark of the beast, ICBM nuclear missiles, FEMA camps, guillotines. But one of the things that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai also let us know that the time is coming where he's going to be visiting the earth is because he talked about in Matthew how there'll be earthquakes and all different types of wars and rumors of wars and weather anomalies, just a whole bunch of bugged out things that will be happening. Also, he said he will, in Ezra, he said he will smite Egypt with plagues as he did before. Okay? Hey, the Most High is really doing an amazing work on this earth right now. And, I'm going to just play this video and see what Dabu has to say. I'm going to get some scripture, and then we're going to close it on out.
That is sure to catch up to the economy at some point. This time, it is hitting West Tennessee. As all the flooding that has been coming down these rivers has caught up to this area now, in this whole field that you see this guy sitting here fishing out of, this isn't a lake, this was a swimming hole, and it has grown absolutely enormous. But in the process of this, 175,000 acres of farmland are are now underwater. This is just in western Tennessee. They will not be able to replant for this year. This ruins countless numbers of crops. As you can see here, most of the homes surrounded by water. They're saying that the Mississippi River was cresting at 35 feet Tuesday near Ripley. Flood stage is 28 feet. And as you can see here, parts of Tennessee looking more like the Florida Everglades than the Tennessee and Mississippi River Valley. And this is per the people that live there that are experiencing this right now. And only the elevated houses escape this. Any of the other houses that were in low-lying areas, they've been flooded out as well. But 175,000 acres. This affects a lot of different things. And mainly, in terms of what they're growing here, they're talking about cotton and soybean crops. So add that to the list now. I'm going to leave a link. Make sure to join me over here on DLive for exclusive content that you're only going to...
Hey, that's a beautiful thing, man. And see, something like that is only going to add to the famine. And you know what? Let me just state the obvious, okay? The Lord is jacking up places where bad Uncle Esau is living and prospering. Or I should say, was prospering. All right, because these weather, as society would say, these weather anomalies are not happening in places where it's Jake living at. All right, these big ass hailstorms and floodings here in America, and I'm speaking specifically of America. All right, this is only happening in places where Edomites live. They're the ones who are getting hurt by all this stuff. Because as the scripture said, I'm going to read it again. This is 2 Ezra 6, and I'm going to start at 17 and 8. 2 Ezra 6, 17 and 18. It says, "And it happened that when I had heard it, I stood up upon my feet and hearkened, and behold, there was a voice that spake, and the sound of it was like the sound of many waters. And it said, Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth." Now that's all the inhabitants. But you can really see in this day and time that he's really coming down on bad Uncle Esau. Why? It's going to tell you in the next verse, in verse 19. And will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness. And what does Ezra talk about? Because of unrighteous dealings and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one kingdom to the other. And who is the nation that dealt unrighteously? Bad Uncle Esau. He got everything unjustly by robbing, stealing, and killing. Along with the other wickedness that the other nations and 2/3 of our people are doing, the Most High is like, okay, now I got to come back and see what's going on. Because you have to remember, all right, bad Uncle Esau wasn't living like this. Not even like 70 years ago. It says, the scripture says in Psalms, I'm going to get that, when it says, they are not in trouble as other men. I forgot where that was. Is it Psalms 60 something? Yeah, Psalm 73 and 5. Okay, it says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Because you have to remember, like I said, even just 70 some years ago, all right, Edomites their property and their land, the way that they're able to provide an income and a living for themselves. All right, they weren't in trouble like Jake was. Their land was big, it was flowing, it was prosperous. They made hella money, being able to pass on centuries of generational wealth to their children. Have a prosperous business where they can do the things that they wanted to do, go on vacation, send their children to college, whatever their heart's desire was, because they had all that land and they were able to grow the things that they wanted to grow. In this instance, soybeans and cotton. They were able to have a very fruitful, lucrative, and prosperous career. All right, but as the scripture said, hey, now it's time for the Most High to visit this earth. Now bad Uncle Esau is not at ease anymore. He's no longer settled on his leaves, because now his way of living is being completely compromised. Not only his way of living, but just being able to live, period, is being compromised. How? And that's the Most High sending this rain, these floodings, and all these areas where you had these Edomites living, and they have this farmland where they can produce agriculture. And see, this is a beautiful thing, because the Most High is jacking them up, and he's setting up the grand finale with the famine, with all these floods going through the land. So this is a beautiful thing that the Most High is doing, because it's only a matter of time before all this stuff pops, before you get these Edomites out here getting desperate and killing themselves even at a more higher rate. Because we all know when Esau ain't got no job, when he can't make no money, hey, that's a pitiful sight. He figures there's nothing else to life, because you have to remember his God is money. All right, when they can't make no money, they just off themselves. So this is a beautiful thing. Brothers, definitely keep your eye out on this situation and other situations that may occur in different states in the Midwest regarding these floods and these different types of plagues. So I got to get on into this appointment because it finally opened up, but I hope you all were edified. Once again, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders, a great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. With that, we want to say shalom.